I am here sitting in this adorable hammock swing, enjoying a shaved ice in this really cute little food trailer park where they're setting up to do a Shakespearean play. And where am I, you might ask? I am in Leander, Texas! So like I mentioned today, I'm going to tell you everything that I know about Leander. Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you get notified every time I do videos like this one. I love doing videos on market conditions. I talk a lot about different neighborhoods in Central Texas, mostly like Austin and San Antonio. And then we also talk about cool things to do and cool places to go. So if you want to stay updated, please make sure to subscribe and click the notification button. And also, if you could please like my video. So first, let me start off by telling you about Leander's location. If you look on the map, if you just go to Google and type in Leander, Texas, the map will show you a very strange shaped Pokemon looking like bug. There's no shape to this. It's so random. Look at it with me. Here you go. That's what comes up on Google. You can see that Leander kind of goes over both Highway 183 and 183A. 183A is the toll road. It goes north and south, and at one point it's like free highway, which is just 183. And then it goes west a little bit and then a tiny bit east. Usually I like to be way more precise and give you the exact coordinates of whatever town or neighborhood that we're looking at, but this is super weird and very hard to describe. But there you go, that's the shape of Leander. So you know how I just mentioned Highway 183A, the toll road? That has been incredibly helpful in helping the city grow. Because before what was going on, there was Highway 183, which was kind of more like a road. It wasn't very highway-like. And then 183 would turn into Bell Boulevard, which was basically just like a busy neighborhood street. And there were stop signs and stoplights, and it would slow everything down. So if you actually wanted to get into Leander proper, it would take forever. In 2010, the population of Leander was hovering right at 26,000. In 2019, based off the census stats that we just found, it is right at 62,000. So 2019 was 2 years ago, 2021. I would assume it's probably closer to like maybe 75,000. I'm making that up, but it's grown so much, and lots of that growth is due to the opening and installation of Highway 183A. So because Austin has been growing so much in the last few years, so have surrounding areas, and now Leander's growing a lot too. So if you look at the map again, so it's like Austin, Cedar Park, and then Leander is on top of Cedar Park. So of course Austin grew, Cedar Park has grown, and it's gotten very expensive, and now Leander is more, I would say, more within reach. One of the things I will say, Leander has some good schools and some schools that are just not good at all, or like they start off being very low rated because they're brand new and they're still growing, and then the following year they'll double in rating. One of my friends, who is actually a builder's representative in one of the new communities in Leander, was telling me that one of their middle schools was rated a 3 in 2019 because it was brand new, and then the following year it was rated a 6. Which isn't like super great, right? But that's a huge improvement from one year to the next. So full transparency, they have some really good schools, and then they have some schools with like no rating or super low ratings, just because of the plain fact that they are brand new and it is growing so quickly, and they're trying to build schools as quickly as people are coming in. Another thing that's gotten to be pretty popular in Leander too is the Metro Rail. The cool thing about the Metro Rail in Austin is that it mostly, for the most part, it goes north and south. It actually starts in Leander. That's like the first stop or the last stop, depending on how you look at life, but I'm gonna call it the first stop. And it actually goes all the way to downtown Austin. So if you live in Leander and you work in like North Austin or like in the downtown area, a really great way to avoid a super long commute is actually just hopping on the rail and headed down, and it'll bring you right back up again. The downside about it is that if you're living in Leander and you want to go downtown to party, it stops running at midnight. So you gotta be on it before midnight, which is kind of a buzzkill, I think. Also, I feel like the Metro Rail is highly underutilized. It's got a really good setup and it's pretty seamless, like in every way. It's just so underutilized. I think people in Texas are just so used to driving. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's keep talking about Leander. So Leander is growing so much, in fact, that it was actually named one of the Austin Business Journal's top 5 growing cities in the country. And I think there were some other national journals that named it like one of the top cities as well. There's this blurb that I found online. It says, the Northwest Austin suburb ranked number 5 on Homes.com's best suburbs to move in 2021. This was published in April of this year. The report later goes on to say Leander reached an estimated population of 68,583 humans in 2019. That was up 12% from the year prior. The fastest growth in the United States among cities with at least 50,000 residents, according to the US Census Bureau. And this portion of this article actually transitions to another thing that I want to tell you guys about. And it says, perhaps the most notable project is a $1 billion endeavor to build a 1,600 residential unit and hotel and more than 1 million square foot of commercial space on 80 acres at the southwest corner of FM 2243 and 183A, woohoo, our favorite toll road. This development will include a man-made crystal clear lagoon and other major mixed-use development planned in the city, etc. So what is this $1 billion development that is going into Leander? Let me tell you all that I got. So this immense development is going to be called Leander Springs. And from what I understand, there's going to be a 4-acre crystal clear lagoon. 4 acres, like the lagoon pond thing is going to be 4 acres big. It's not just on 4 acres of land. This is going to be absolutely massive. There's also going to be hotels around there, some apartments and like residential use spaces as far as like hiking, walking, shopping, all this kinds of stuff. And that's going to make Leander go from this really nice suburb to like this suburb with its own like urban feel to it. So it's going to be super interesting to see what happens over there. So as of now, the completion date for this project is supposed to be December 31st, 2023. I'm assuming they're going to have this like grand opening New Year's Eve party for it. Nothing's done till it's done. I wouldn't get too excited, but I am so curious to see what's going to happen with it. Hashtag following. Let's see what's up. So of course, like any other neighborhood video that I do, I really like to include pricing of homes and what you can expect and what the ranges are, etc. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about the least expensive home that has closed in Leander in the last 30 days. And then I'm going to tell you about the most expensive home that has closed in Leander in the last 30 days. And then I'm going to tell you kind of what like an average price range that you can typically expect in the area. So I've got the MLS here with me. This is where our real-time realtor information lives. I put in all the homes that have been sold in Leander proper in the last month, so the last 30 days, and there are 240 single-family homes that came up, which is actually good. That's a lot of movement in this area because it's growing. People want to be there. So the least expensive home that sold in Leander was this little tiny house that was 1,012 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. It was listed for $219,000, and in 3 days it sold for $240,000. This is a smaller home. It needed some work. It was built in 1994. So I mean, it wasn't like super modern, you know. So anything in that price range, you're gonna have to do some work too. So the most expensive home that has sold in Leander in the last month is a home that was built in 1984. Beautifully updated. It was, or it still is, 4,322 square feet with lake access, which is crazy. It has 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. It was listed at $1.7 million and it sold in 5 days for $2,175,000. Okay, so with that said, I do want to clarify that the majority of homes in the Leander area are going to go kind of from like the, I would say high 300 range up until probably like the mid 500, maybe like low 600 range. So I would say most homes are priced between 375, maybe to about 600,000, give or take. But that's the bulk of the homes that are in the market in Leander. Oh, hi there. So today we are in Leander in one of my favorite communities, Hawks Landing, and the builder for the home that we're standing in is Gian Homes. They are honestly one of my favorite builders. They do kind of higher end finish outs and have a more luxury feel. So we're gonna hop inside, we're gonna talk to one of my good friends, we're gonna check out this beautiful home, and we're gonna learn about this community and why Leander is so cool. So I'm here at Hawks Landing in Leander with my good friend Elle, who is a builder rep for Gian Homes. Hey girl.
Hi, I'm actually Larina Hajrafar. Elle's my nickname, but you can call me both. Welcome to Hawks Landing, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the community. We start at a price range of $580 for a base price for 2430 square feet. We sell our Classic Series homes here. We go all the way up to 4130 square feet. And some of the things that kind of make Hawks Landing stand out is how close we are to the new North Line project going in, how easy it is to access the major highways like 183A, Tollway, and also that we connect right into Divine Lake Park. It has walking trails and great grassy area for you to kick a ball around or fly a kite. So,
can you speak some more on the development that you were just telling us about? It's going to be like
the North Line project.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Leander's domain coming. It's slated to be finished over I think 10 to 15 years, but they're going to roll it out in phases. So it will be retail, restaurants, it's gonna be like a park and walk kind of a thing. They'll have a civic center for the kids, and it's right across from the Capital Metro rail stop.
So would you agree that Leander generally has a lot of new developments?
Yes, actually we have a lot of new developments right now. Lots of families coming in.
And like, what would you say sets Leander, these communities, apart from other parts of Austin or Cedar Park?
Our school district is very highly rated, so you're going to get great schools in Leander. Also, we're right on the tip of the hill country, so we have a lot of topography and a lot of trees. It's not so flat as you're going to see in like Pflugerville or the Round Rock areas, and we're not nearly as congested as Round Rock.
This is a pretty good representation, I think, of one of the nicer communities in Leander. What are the top 3 things about this community that you think a potential home buyer should know?
It's going to be our tax rate, which is 2.54%. We have a very low HOA. It's only $34 a month. And our proximity to North Line and major shopping. There's a HEB Plus right 5 minutes down the street. Also, the Capital Metro rail is only 5 minutes away, so it's just a great location for people who have to commute into town.
So as you guys know, if you've been following my channel for a while and you've seen some of the videos, you know how crazy the market is in Central Texas, Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, all that. We are seeing things starting to kind of level out a bit. There's still a lot of demand, but I kind of want to find out from you, like, what's your inventory like? What has it been like for you? And where are you guys currently at as far as price range and the type of homes that you guys have? What's available?
So what's available, we have actually 2 inventory homes that are available first come, first served basis. We have incentives tied into using our preferred lender.
It's huge right now. Nobody has that.
Yep.
That's so big right now.
And we list our inventory as soon as the house has completed framing. So you shave off about 4 months of your build time when you purchase an inventory home versus picking a lot and starting from scratch. Currently, we do have new build opportunities too, and we have designated lot premiums, and we're not doing any kind of bidding, which is great. So you can actually come in, pick your home, pick a lot, pick all the things that you want, and we have half off of $30,000 in options in Hawks Landing when you use our mortgage company.
That's like really a lot. We can talk about this in another video of why all these things are important.
So we do have a lot of opportunities here right now.
So that's what I've got for you on Leander. This video I feel like was packed with information, and honestly, in doing research for this video, I ended up learning a whole ton too. I don't typically spend a lot of time there, so your learning is my learning, and we learn together. Anyway, I'm Daphne Quay, your boss lady realtor. If you are thinking of buying a home or selling a home anywhere in the Central Texas area, primarily Austin or San Antonio, feel free to reach out. You can reach me via email, text, call, phone call, or Instagram DM. If you are thinking about making a move, I got you.